Hey everyone, today I wanted to do a video talking to you about this backpack here that I've been using for quite a while now. This is the Sarcina pack, or the Hipster pack as it's also known, from Cannae OreGear. If you guys have been watching my videos, you guys know that I really like Cannae OreGear. I've got several of their packs. I've got their range bag. I really have liked everything that I've tested out from them. I paid my own money for most of it. However, this one was provided to me at no cost. However, I'm going to be giving one of these things away, so definitely stick around to the end of the video if you want to know more about that. But first, what I want to go ahead and do is just run through the features of this backpack so that you guys can figure out what's going on with it, figure out if you want one yourself, and then I'll go more in depth into how I'm gonna give one of these away and kind of why I'm gonna be giving one of these away. So first, let's just start with the outside. As you guys can see here, there is a little pocket that you can put some sort of hydration in there. Right now I have a big old hydro flask. This is one of the 32 ounces, I believe. I have also had a Nalgene bottle in this thing before, and it fits just fine. There's only something inside the pack that was kind of causing some issues there, but there's still plenty of room here. But because it's elastic, it does hold everything in nice and tight. Even with this large hydro flask, I haven't had anything fall out even while walking with this thing. And with the Nalgene bottle, it sits low enough that I haven't had any issues with that one either, even though it's a little bit wider. And then obviously small water bottles are not an issue whatsoever. Over here on the front, we have this little front, almost like an admin pouch, which has buckles, but you can see that they're unbuckled right now. That's because it also has Velcro, or hook and loop, which has been servicing me well enough, and there's nothing super important in here. So I typically don't buckle it down because the hook and loop does a good enough job of that. So when I open this up, there's a big large compartment here in the front. I'll have to probably take some pictures so you guys can see just one big large compartment in the front. A little pocket back here, which is actually the perfect size for one of these Right in the Rain notebooks. Fits in there swimmingly. I think that's an appropriate word to use in that context. And there's just like a couple pouches up here for pens and pencils. However, this has been the backpack I've been using for school, so it's got a lot of my drawing supplies because I had to take a drawing class. Not a great drawer, don't enjoy it very much, but the teacher I had's awesome. Anyway, so that's why that's all there. But I'll take some pictures of that so you guys can see. Now, one thing is, I know some people don't like hook and loop on their packs because of the noise. Whatever makes you happy. If you wanted to, you could remove those panels and then just use the little buckles here, which are adjustable for tension, or I guess for length. So if that's something you want to do, then by all means, if you want to be super tactical with it. But for me, it's a non-issue. I guess I'll talk a little bit more about my ideas behind this pack a little bit later. Then we have this main compartment here, this big flap here. I guess I should also just address, this is called the Hipster pack because it's kind of reminiscent of a lot of those old military style packs, which you see a lot of hipsters wear. And for those of you who don't live around Eugene, Oregon, you probably don't have a lot of experience with hipsters. I got plenty of it, and I see these style packs a lot. However, what you'll see is now that I've opened it up, there's a big MOLLE field here. So if you wanted to put any sort of added organization, any other admin pouches, medical pouches, so like a tourniquet pouch, magazine pouches if you wanted to, whatever you want to do, you got a lot of MOLLE here. But again, all that's covered up with the flap down. So that's kind of a cool thing there. And then you can see this little drawstring if you wanted to tighten everything up to make it so it's not going to start falling out on you. And then inside, it's pretty much just one big large compartment. There is a little mesh pouch here in the front. Again, I'll probably have to take a picture of it just because I don't want to dump everything out right now, just the way I have this camera set up. But it's just one big large compartment. And for how I'm using this pack, that's just fine. It's mostly notebooks, drawing pads, tracing paper, all that kind of stuff. But even if I was like out backpacking or camping or anything like that, I'd mostly just have like clothes or, you know, bedroll or whatever in there, and it would all work out just fine. Now with that, one of the things that I really like about this pack in regards to camping or having a bedroll or a jacket or anything like that, just gonna buckle one of these. Hard to do it blind. Which I should mention that these are all like super legit buckles and everything. It's not like the cheap crap that's gonna break on you. It's all like YKK zippers, and I can't remember who makes the buckles, but it's all like super legit stuff. But with talking about using this thing for camping, there's this really cool compartment here which gives you access to the inside of the pack. You guys can see I got a little Cat 7 tourniquet right there. And that's not planned, it was just there. I've had it a lot of times when I'm like, again, backpacking or hiking or whatever, and I have a jacket or something in the bottom of the bag, and then I have to go through everything in the top of the bag, pull it all out to get to something on the bottom. By having this compartment on the side, if you have something sitting at the bottom of your bag, you can easily get it out without having to worry about running into issues pulling everything out of your pack or sorting through it from the top. It can be a giant pain. So that's a really cool thing. It might not be a big deal to everybody, but again, being someone who's run into that issue a lot, that's a really nice feature to have. We also have this little side compartment here, which I don't know if it's specifically designed to be like a protective eyewear case, but that's what I've used it for. You can see my little sunglasses case here. Also those big like pill-shaped Oakley glasses cases fit in here just fine. I also have a hard drive in here because doing video production in school, I have to have a hard drive, so I got a little extra hard drive in there, and everything is held in there nice and safe. And it again buckles down as well. It does also have like a nice soft lining in there, so you don't have to worry about anything getting scuffed or scratched or anything like that. Then let's see, is it on the side? Okay. Back on this side, we have another side zipper pouch. However, instead of going onto the inside, you have this big padded laptop compartment. Now, I have to remind myself what size laptop this thing can actually fit. I want to say that Kent said a 15 will fit in for sure, and a 17, if you kind of rock it in, will fit in there. Don't take my word for it. Definitely contact them if you have a giant laptop. But 13, it definitely fits in fine. 15 seems to fit in fine. And I want to say again, he said 17 if you rock it in, because it does go up above the top part here. And all this lining in here is hook and loop compatible. So if you wanted to put a holster in there, theoretically you could. But I personally don't do that, because I use this back compartment for something. Now, I should say you have this really nice back padding here. This is something that I've liked about all the Cannae packs I've ever used. They have really nice padding that gives you good airflow. But you'll notice there's little lockable zippers up here, and that's because I use this compartment for a folded down MP5K clone. Don't use it for that all the time, but I have used it for that just to test it out to see if it works, and it works out great. Granted, I only have a 15 round mag in there because it won't fit in vertically with a 30 round mag, but with a little folding brace, an MP5K fits in there just fine with plenty of room to spare up here. So if you got a full size MP5, it might still fit. I don't have one, so I can't test it, so I can't tell you, but that works just fine. And again, because you have the locking compartment, locking zippers up here, they did that specifically to increase the number of states where you can legally have a firearm in that back compartment. Obviously, check with your local laws to make sure that it's legal where you are. Thankfully, here in Oregon, our laws are actually pretty well in favor of gun owners for now. So for me, having concealed handgun license and this technically being classified as a pistol, I'm all good to be able to have it concealed in a backpack like this. As far as the shoulder straps, which are pretty much the last thing to talk about, excuse me, again, really nice padded shoulder straps, just like anything else again I've ever tested from Cannae OreGear. You do have a chest strap that goes across the front, which is adjustable up or down, and the buckle side has the whistle, which you've probably seen in a lot of other packs. I never used that whistle, but I can see where people might want to. It does not have a waist strap, but considering the typical types of weights you're going to be carrying with this thing, to me that's not a huge issue. It works really great, just kind of as an everyday carry pack. And again, especially for me, using it for school, it works out really, really well, and it's been really comfortable. Now that I've covered all the different aspects of this pack, I want to kind of talk about my ideas as far as the application of a pack like this. Now, again, I live pretty close to Eugene, Oregon, which is very hipstery. It's a college town. This type of pack is not going to jump out as super crazy tactical in Eugene, Oregon, because again, it's known as the Hipster pack. They specifically designed it to be kind of a more low profile one. Now this one's the kind of olive green. They do also make a black one. So depending on what level of standoutness you want, they have an option for you. Now again, because this looks so much like those traditional military packs, rucksacks, this thing blends in pretty well just with the green that it already is. I don't get crazy looks. I mean, I get that enough just with the beard, so the backpack is not really gonna do anything to, you know, take away or add to that. Now, is this gonna be an ideal assault pack or, you know, day pack or anything like that for, you know, more military-minded people? Probably not, and I only say that because of the limited internal organization that this thing has, or doesn't have, I should say. Typically for a bag I'm going to use for that kind of purpose, I like having a little bit more organization on the inside instead of just having a big open compartment like this one does, just with that little mesh area. So to me, this is going to be a good, just kind of like day hiking pack, where I'm just going to have like clothes or socks or, you know, whatever else in there, or like for school, where I'm having just like notebooks, notepads, whatever else in there, laptops. It's just really good for kind of, you know, to and from the office, to and from school. It's a great pack for that. But again, when you're looking at like an assault pack or something like that, this is definitely not the pack for you. They have other packs like that, which I've already reviewed, like the Legion pack. That'd be a much better option than something like this for that. But if you want something a little bit more low profile that you can, again, wear around the city, wear around school without people going crazy, this is probably going to be a better option for you. Now, I want to talk about giving this thing away. So how did that come up? This is, I think, going to be really my first ever giveaway on this channel. So when I got plugged in with Cannae OreGear, again, I was a big fan of their products. I talked to them at SHOT Show 2 years ago, and I talked to them this last year, and they had this pack there. I was talking to them, and I, you know, saying how I liked it, and they told me they were going to send me one. And then they also said they were going to give me a discount code to use for my viewers, which was awesome. Because again, I want to say it's ORE15. It's either ORE10 or ORE15. I'll put it down at the bottom of the screen. But that gives you, it's either 10 or 15% off. I want to say it's 15% off all products from Cannae OreGear, which is awesome. However, what I didn't know is that they were going to use that coupon code to track the sales that I brought in order to give me basically kickbacks for people using that coupon code. I've never accepted money, quote unquote, in exchange for a review before. So I wanted to still maintain that kind of impartiality that I've always had. So I decided what I was going to do is basically take that money that they were sending me for the sales and basically turn that right around to my viewers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that money they sent me and buy another one of these packs to send to one of my patrons. So if you follow me on Patreon, I'm going to be doing a giveaway of this pack so that one of my patrons will either get this one, or once I get in touch with you and I confirm everything and all that fun stuff, I'll give you the option of either I'll give you this specific pack that I've been using if you want this one for whatever reason, or I'll just get your information and ship you a brand new one from Cannae OreGear in either black or green, whichever color you choose. Again, I've never accepted money in exchange for a review, and I want to make sure that you guys know that I'm not just telling you I like this thing because I'm getting kickbacks for it. I actually genuinely like it, so I want to take that money and just kind of spin it back to you guys and let you guys get something out of it. And then once one of my patrons gets selected, I'll basically just encourage you. I can't obviously make it. I'll encourage you to either make a video of your own once you've been testing it out, so that you can give your unbiased opinion on it, or just like write up a review for their website or whatever else, just so that, you know, other people are giving their unbiased opinions as well once they've had some time with it. So I have links to my Patreon in the description below, so definitely head over there if you're interested. If you don't want to worry about all that, I don't blame you, but use my coupon code for 15% off anything from Cannae OreGear. Again, everything I've used from them I really liked. I've used the Legion Day Pack, I've used the Marius Pack, which is a lot bigger. I actually did my review of that one at Smith Rock in Oregon, gorgeous. I have their Triplex Aces, I know I'm butchering that title, rifle bag, which is hands down my favorite rifle bag right now, and then this Sarcina or Hipster pack. Big fan of this one. So again, if you're interested in the giveaway, head over to Patreon. If you don't care about that and you just want to use my coupon code, or you're watching this video way in the future and all that stuff's already done, feel free to use that coupon code and get some really great stuff from Cannae. Again, they're making really high quality packs. You can tell they're using them because they're just designing them really well. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, go and throw those in the comment section down below. Try to get back to you as quick as I can, and again, hopefully I'll have taken some nice close-up pictures of all this stuff so that you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. If you have other recommendations or other stuff from Cannae OreGear you want to see me test, definitely let me know. I want to look into getting one of their messenger bags. I want to see if my MP5K will fit in that one also. Just FYI, it's a Zenith Z5P, so instead of assuming that people know what a Zenith Z5P is, just saying MP5K clone, because that's exactly what it is. But it's made on HK parts by HK trained machinists. Anyway, I'll get off that. I'll be doing a video on that in the future. So I want to see if I got myself confused. I want to see if that'll fit in the messenger bag, because I would like to get one of those possibly, and it'd be nice to fit something like that in there. But again, if you have any questions, let me know. Check out the Patreon if you feel so inclined. I am uploading to full 30, so if you're watching this there, I really appreciate it. If not, I would recommend at least subscribing to my channel over there, even if you don't watch videos over there, because I'm not changing the content I upload to appease Google, so I think I'm living on borrowed time. It's probably only a matter of time before I get strikes on my channel and my channel gets taken down. So if that does happen, as they've set precedents for doing in the past, at least you'll be able to see what's going on over there or on my Facebook page, but even Facebook is not super friendly to it. Full 30 is kind of our bastion. It's our safe space in case we get people too triggered. Anyway. With all that said, anyway, I'll just wrap it up by saying, as always, I hope you're able to get something out of this video, and I really appreciate you watching.